Welcome back to this series on how to protect yourself from disturbances and blockages in your energy body. If this is your first time joining us, please go back to the beginning of the series and follow through each episode so you can better self-regulate as we work through this program. It is vitally important that you can self-regulate at any moment, and so by learning these techniques that I showed in the beginning episodes, you're in a better space to continue with this practice. During these episodes, it's quite possible I might share something that could be a trigger for you. And by knowing how to self-regulate through the practice, it empowers you to better self-care. I'm involved in a number of social media communities, self-help communities, and a lot of people suffer from anguish. These bouts of anguish can lead to uncontrollable periods of crying. In these moments, the person who can't stop crying isn't able to perform their duties or their responsibilities. This technique I want to share with you today will not heal the pain, and it won't suppress the pain, but it will enable you to be able to get back control in that moment so you can do whatever you have to do. Before we start, in this series I've talked about 3 breaths: the spiritual sigh, the yawn, and the cough. In this practice I would ask you to practice the spiritual sigh. So for this practice I'd like you to use the spiritual sigh. On your in-breath, using a gentle breath, breathe in healing, peace of mind through your nose. And on your out-breath, through your mouth, release whatever anguish, sadness or grief you're holding on to. This practice is simple and effective. It can be used for all ages, and it creates a respite in the anguish so you can do whatever you need to do in this moment. Here is the technique. Hold your arms out in front of you at shoulder length. Turn your hands in until they turn like claws. Bring your fingers together so your fingernails are touching one another. In this process, be very careful not to use your fingernails. This is about using the tips of your fingers only. In addition, bring your hands to your forehead. Place your fingertips on the center of your forehead. You press firmly yet gently upon the center of your forehead, and you draw your fingers across your forehead and down to your temples. Remember to use the spiritual sigh while you're doing this. Breathing in peace of mind, releasing all my anguish, sadness or grief. And continue in this vein, pressing against the center of the forehead with the fingertips only, pulling across the forehead, breathing in peace of mind, releasing all your anguish, sadness or grief. Press firmly against the center of your forehead, breathing in gently, drawing in peace of mind, and then releasing all your anguish, sadness or grief. This is the practice. It's very simple. Do this as often as possible. Over time you'll find your crying will slow down, will quieten. You'll be able to get back some respite so you can do what you have to do. It's a very easy exercise and it works for everybody. Thank you for joining me today.